This episode is for all of my green thumb gardeners and people who love plants. So, we've spent pretty much all day the past couple of days at the vivero, which is like a plant nursery. And we realized, we have these two amazing garden spaces. We need a different theme, a different style, because up until now we've only had like a bunch of greenery and like just green succulents and herbs and, plants that we eat. But we also now want to start decorating. So I want to show you kind of like what we have so far at the house, and then also the price of what you can expect to pay depending on where you go here in Guanajuato to get some plants in your home. So we love to have like macetas, like these pots and herbs, and we're gonna replant these. It's called Noche Buena. What is the English? What is the English term for this? I can't believe I can't think of it right now. So we have all of these in macetas, and we have like succulents here, but again, it was all green at the time. So now we're moving all of the herbs and greens here in this area, moving the cilantros and the perejils. Now I can't. Wow, I'm now thinking in Spanish. I love it. But we also have these beautiful flowers, these colorful plants, and we kind of want to make it look like. So we've got dill here. We kind of want to make it look like uh, like the rainbow threw up in her garden. It's like all colorful now. Hola, this is Angel, and he's helping us out. Without him, oh my gosh, this would take forever. So we want to make like a little area here in this patio with a nice table and wrought iron chairs so that you can be under this. I think this is a spruce. So when it starts to get hot, we want to have like a nice table here and chairs, and of course have a bunch of citronella for the rainy season to prevent mosquitoes. We've got the bougainvillea. It hasn't quite fully bloomed yet, but this is a cool little area that we tore apart yesterday. It was just all, oh, I know what it was. It was all these snake plants that we transferred over. So now I put a bunch of these white flowers here with the succulents in the middle, and then we planted a bunch of jasmine so that when it's season, I want to have that smell. And so we also got a bunch of these flowers for the backyard because we want the backyard to be colorful as well. And this is the start of our lavender plants and more jasmine, and we want to put the jasmine in these macetas, and more citronella, more coriander. Look at these beautiful flowers right here. How gorgeous are these? Look at this. And we've got some indoor plants as well that we're setting up, and it's going to look really cool. So I want to show you the backyard real quick and kind of like what we intend to. Oh, Angel, just be careful. Cuídate. Yeah, so Lana just pooped on the path, and I just wanted to let him know that not to step in it, to watch out for it. But I want to show you what we're going to be doing to the backyard. But in the meantime, we also have, this thing here with a bunch of shrubbery and colorful plants. And I really love this wall here of succulents. And let me show you the back so that you can see kind of like what we have, the idea, right? So because right now it's kind of barren, and we're going to be doing a lot of dinner parties and barbecues back here. So it's looking kind of bare right now. This was our Christmas tree that is alive, and we're going to go ahead and plant it somewhere here in the backyard. But this whole area here is going to be all colorful flowers and shrubs. And I want to have a whole area of just lavender plants here. And I want to cover that area up as well because it's piping. But I want to cover that up with like a bunch of succulents and maybe spider plants. But look what we have here. This is for our dinner parties that we can have for game night. And well, we have this amazing view. We've got lime trees, I believe. There are a few other fruit trees here. I'm not quite sure. But this is the view of the city. And right now it's really dry and pretty dead. But in the rainy season, this little shrub here, this bush that you see, produces the most gorgeous, gorgeous orange, bright orange flowers. And it looks dead, but it's not. That's why we're keeping it. And it's just super, super gorgeous in the rainy season. But this is also something that's going to be really fun when the season starts. And this is where our barbecue area is. You get to make some pizzas in there and maybe play some board games out here. But I really want to make this area like filled with more color and more plants. And so slowly but surely, we are filling up the gardens with plants and color. And so far, with what you've seen, how much do you think that whole, like all the plants that you saw, because pretty much everything that I showed you are still in pots and they're brand new. We tore up everything the past couple of days in the garden. Just all of the weeds and the plants were kind of dry and dying out, and we're gonna replant some of them, the ones that could be saved in other areas. But in the front, those are all brand new, all of those beautiful bright flowers. Guess how much all of that costs, including all of the macetas, all of the pots, the pottery. Are you ready for this? Less than $200. For less than $200, we probably have at least 60 or 70 new plants and flowers and bougainvilleas. I haven't even shown you the plants on the inside that we got, because if you think the outside of our house is filled with plants, the inside of our house is also filled with plants and flowers, because we just love the fresh air. We love the feel of, greens and flowers, and it's just lively. It's the theme of our home. It's El Corazon de Guanajuato. So wanted to share that with you, especially if you are a green thumb. We're not green thumbs. We're still learning. Half of these plants are probably going to die under our care. Sometimes I like to say our home is where beautiful plants like to die, but we're doing our best. We're learning more and more each time, and this time I think we've got it. I think we've got some tricks up our sleeves that can keep the plants alive. We're still learning how to pair the plants and pair the flowers to see what works with what, but I think for newbies we are doing an okay job. I don't know. Are you a gardener? Do you have experience with this? With what you saw out there? Good idea, bad idea with some of these things, but that's what it is. For $200, you can literally redo your entire front garden and some of your back garden. It's probably going to cost another $100 of more plants and more pots for, I want to get bigger pots and bigger shrubs to fill this entire area. And yeah, because look, what you see right here, right now, this is kind of like where we hang the blankets and big items, because we have a laundry room with a dryer, but I want to be able to take these clotheslines off and fill this area with, greens. And I want to have like a seating area here as well, so that you can relax here in the summer when it's hot. Maybe have like a pool, a little blow up pool to keep cold, because it gets kind of hot here in the summer. But what do you guys think? Good idea, bad idea. What would you do different? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Be nice. We are doing this, just like at a whim. And one day we were just like, let's just change it up a little bit and add some more color because I love color. So this is where we are so far, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done, or at least with this phase. All right, guys. I hope you like this video. I'll see you in the next one.